Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I didn't think in my YouTube little side hobby here I'd be doing this already, but a company sent me a tool to review. This is not a sponsored video. They didn't give me any money. This is just, they sent me the product. They wanted me to give my honest opinion. This is from a company called Saker. It is a mini electric chainsaw. Let's unbox this together. I saw on their website there's 3 versions of the kits you can get. One, this is what I would call the base model. It's just the chainsaw, 1 battery, 1 chain, and everything you need to get started. Comes with a 20 volt battery, 20 volt max, 18 volts. Comes with the charger brick. Of course, it comes with the mini chainsaw itself, a Phillips head screwdriver, the little nut driver to tighten down the chain, and your lubricant, and the instructions that nobody reads. So here's a close-up of everything that came in the box. We have the chainsaw itself, a little bottle of oil. We got a Phillips head screwdriver for taking the guard on and off, and the nut driver for taking the bar and the chain off. A 20 volt battery, and the charger. First impressions, this thing is really light. They claim 2.5 pounds with the battery compared to other chainsaws, which is nice when you're using this for a full day. I like that it comes with the dust shield that moves up and down for when you're cutting. Help from keeping chips flying back your face. We'll see how that goes. It does have a little hand guard here, and it's got the typical safety button. You cannot pull the trigger without holding this in first. Mine came already assembled. I'm glad that it came with everything you need. Well, this charger setup's a little different than I'm used to. Just a wall wart with the plug that plugs into the top of the battery. It has the battery charge indicator light. It has the battery charge indicator light on the charger port itself, not on the battery. I'm gonna get this thing charged up and we're gonna give this a fair chance. Some stats on the chainsaw while the battery's charging there. An overall length, just about 1 foot long. It has a max cutting capacity of 4 inches. That's what the documentation says. Do not exceed a 4-inch cut. It is winter here and I have nothing really to prune or anything at the moment, but we're gonna test this thing out. I have a 2x2 here, some 2x4, a 4x4, test out the different cutting capacities. Most of the work I do is general construction and renovation, so this is more up my alley in terms of testing. We will do the odd pruning and trimming of a tree on a job site if needed, but most of the time we're cutting material like this. Okay, I've had this thing plugged in for about half an hour. There's nothing in the instructions or on the website about charging times or anything like that, but the indicator light has turned green, so I'm gonna assume that is fully charged. Okay, we have the Saker mini chainsaw fully charged, and we're gonna start testing it out on 2x2 spruce, and depending on how it goes, we're gonna work our way through a 2x4 and a 4x4 and anything else I can come up with. Let's see how the first cut goes. Not bad, not bad. Let's see how this, we'll do another cut here. That's pretty quick. It only took about 3 seconds to get through the piece. The guard is doing a nice job of sending the chips away. Nothing's flying back at me. Oh. Did a pretty good job of cutting through this 2x2 material. I'm gonna set up for the 2x4. Now we're gonna test the 2x4. I want you to keep in mind that all this lumber here has been stored outside, so this isn't perfectly dry, which should help mimic the idea of trimming branches. Let's see how this thing works on a 2x4. That's pretty quick. I think the key to any tools like this, anything battery operated, is the moment you put any force on it, it wants to stall the motor. If you let the tool do the work and just let it kind of sink into the material, it does a pretty good job. Okay, for one of the final tests, this is a pressure treated 4x4 used for fence and deck construction. Max cutting capacity of this is 4 inches. This is 3.5 by 3.5. This is pretty much the max object you'd be cutting with a saw like this before thinking about pulling out a full-size chainsaw or another tool. So if it cuts through this, I'll be pretty impressed. See how this goes.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
A little bit of user error you can't see in there, but I managed to hit a screw and it dolled up my chain a little bit, which is the thing about chainsaws. It's all about maintenance. I have no doubt in my mind that if I did not hit this screw, this would have just sliced right through that like the 2x2 and the 2x4. Now I think I'm either going to attempt to sharpen this or order a new chain. Due to user error, my error, I hit a screw while cutting through that 4x4 and it dulled the chain completely. It is struggling to cut now. I do not have a saw sharpener handy. I'm going to check the website, see if I can order a replacement, and we will continue this review.
1 week later.
Okay, it's been about a week since the last clip you've seen, and I've ordered a new set of chains. Comes in a 2-pack. This gives me the opportunity to show you how easy it is to change the blade. Remove the nut, pull off the safety guard, which will give us access to the chain, and if the chain is too tight, there is a Phillips head screw for chain tension adjustment. Pull the bar out with the chain. Just gotta make sure everything's lined up. There is a indicator dowel there. Reattach the cover. Check your tension. And we're gonna add a few drops of the lubricant. Okay, there's a few things I want to say about my experience using this tool and ordering parts for it. I couldn't find anything on their desktop website. It just shows the options of buying the 4 different saws, whether you want the extra batteries or extra chains or the case or whatever. And I sent them an email. They got back to me with an Amazon product page for the 2 replacement chains. It was $15 plus shipping to get to me. So just so you're aware, if you're looking to purchase this saw in particular, there is a difference between the full website on your computer and the mobile site. The mobile site has more options for buying, including buying the extra replacement chains, but I don't find that option on the main website. Also, you can order all this stuff on Amazon if that's more convenient for you. Also, I confirmed my suspicions with the charger. Also on the mobile site, it shows the picture of the red and green indicator lights, red for charging, green for fully charged. That is only on the mobile site. And the Amazon listing, it is not on the main site. It is not in the instructions. So some final thoughts on the Saker Mini Chainsaw here. Personally, I think it's great for what they're marketing for. It's like a replacement for like a hand pruning saw. It's great for small limbs and stuff. Cut through 2x2 and 2x4 really easily. 4x4 is kind of its max, about 3.5 inches. Personally, I think it's more of a complementary tool to a full-size chainsaw. Battery chainsaws are just convenient. Put the battery in, they work. no mixing fuel and oil and stuff like that. We have a full-size battery chainsaw. I think this will make a great complement to it. The base kit, the one that they sent me that comes with one battery and one chain, right now is $89.99, and it cost $15 plus shipping to get the replacement blades. If I were to purchase this with my own money, or if you're considering purchasing this, I would just spend the extra 20 bucks and get the 2 batteries and the 3 chains and the case, because this one just comes with a cardboard box. And I think if I was going to store this in my tool trailer or somewhere, I would prefer to have a case for it so I don't lose the charge or anything, which is bound to happen. I also think this would be great if you're camping or just to keep in your vehicle, something small. If you live out in a rural area and you need to, and there's like a tree limb on your road or anything like that. Again, I think it doesn't replace a full-size chainsaw, but it does as advertised. If you guys are interested in a more long-term review of this tool, I can put this in the cargo trailer and we can bring this to job sites and we can test it out when I need it. And I can come back in a few months and give you my final thoughts. If that interests you, leave a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching my first tool review ever. I would love to do more. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Leave a comment below any questions you have. Or if you'd like to see a long-term review on this, consider subscribing. I'll catch you in the next one.